Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode. Sorry we were on a 2-week hiatus to process the crap that we had just witnessed in All Out. I mean, it took us 2 weeks to process that nonsense. But we are back and we are here to first explain to you some wrestling terms that you guys should be familiar with. So Shardul, why don't you kick things off?
So there are two terms that are synonymous with wrestling. That is babyface and heel. So a babyface is basically the nice guy, the hero of the company. It's the guy that the company really pushes and the crowd really cheers for, whether you're in the stadium or watching the matches from home. He's really cheered on by everyone. And one more important fact of this babyface is that he should sell a shit ton of merchandise.
And on the flip side of the coin, the heel is the quintessential bad guy, or quote unquote the villain of the story. He's the antagonist to the babyface.
That's right, and just to put things in perspective, someone like John Cena is a babyface, and Triple H would be someone who's a heel character in WWE terms.
And in AEW terms, a babyface would be Adam Hangman Page, and the heel would be MJF.
That's right, and these were terms from the inside, and you heard them here first on Last Man Standing. So we're here to discuss the fallout from All Out and all the action that has been going on over the past couple of weeks on Dynamite. It's been like being aboard a slow train. All the stories have been put on back burners. It's like, it's not really progressing. So what we've done is come up with positives and negatives that we've taken out of AEW Dynamite over the last couple of weeks, starting with the positives.
So the very first positive is the debut of Rusev Kutria, Rusev Pachka. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Rusev, now known as Miro, has joined All Elite Wrestling and is the best man of Kip Sabian, who is obviously getting married to Penelope Ford. And congratulations to him. And Rusev, now known as Miro, is the best man. But he is not only Kip Sabian's best man, he is the best man. Which is a great gimmick for him. And him and Kip Sabian quickly formed a tag team and they defeated Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. So Miro now coming on board of AEW is a great signing. Number one positive to come out of the fallout from All Out.
And the second positive was a street fight between Proud and Powerful and the Best Friends. So these guys were having an intense rivalry with Proud and Powerful, vandalizing Trent's mom's car. They threw their luggage outside in some water body or something, and they've just been bothering Best Friends for a while. So Best Friends just came out and challenged Proud and Powerful to a fight, not a wrestling match, a full-on fight. It was a street fight, and that was scheduled as a main event of Dynamite. And it was in the back in a parking lot with cars surrounding and stuff. And this match was rated really highly by everyone in the industry, and even hardcore legend Mick Foley said this was a great match, which is big respects coming out from him. And it was a great match. Like, there were some crazy bumps. Like Trent went through a windshield and then he pile drivered Ortiz into the back of a truck. So that was like next level, and that's how they won also, Best Friends. And it was so funny because it ended with Trent's mom Sue, who picked up the Best Friends and took them back in the minivan and kind of just showed the middle finger to Proud and Powerful. So that was a good ending to a good match.
And the third positive to come out on Dynamite TV this week was the interaction between Chris Jericho, Le Champion, and MJF. I mean, these guys were gold. They met, they congratulated each other, and then went their separate ways, and then they started insulting each other. And the next week, both of them called each other out as to why are you insulting me? And then both of them kind of made, like, they became friends, and they agreed that both of them were great competitors here in AEW. And this was really electric. I hope that these two guys, have a match in the future, because both of them had some great chemistry and it was really electric. So definitely a big positive coming out of AEW.
And the next and the last positive that we saw coming out of AEW Dynamite was the return of Cody. And he was back in black, literally wearing all black, and dyed his hair black as well. And he came out when Brodie had defeated Orange Cassidy for the TNT Championship. And this took Dark Order by surprise because they had in fact put him out after that crazy defeat when Brodie Lee won the title. So Cody was out of action for like 4 weeks, and now he's back and he kind of took out the Dark Order except Brodie Lee, and he marked his return at AEW, and that's quite exciting to see him back and to see what he's going to do with the Dark Order. So those are the positives coming out of AEW Dynamite, but now it's rant time. It's time for the negatives.
And we start off with the storyline between Kenny Omega and Adam Hangman Page, which is the biggest negative on this damn TV show, because we begin after All Out. They gave separate interviews. Adam Hangman Page, the millennial anxious cowboy, gave a beautiful message how he's screwed up and how he's lost all his friends, and he hopes that him and Kenny Omega can remain a tag team and challenge for the tag team championships. On the flip side, you see Kenny Omega talking to Jim Ross, saying that he's done with the tag team division, he's done with Hangman, he wants to be the ace of the company, he wants to be the big single star, so he's going to forget the tag team division and move forward. But what we saw in the subsequent weeks was Adam Hangman Page competing in 2 singles matches, winning those matches, and while he's competing in those matches, Kenny Omega is on commentary. First of all, dressed like a hippie who's in Goa. I mean, what are you doing? You're dressed in bloody t-shirt and bloody flip-flops. It looks like you're having pina coladas on Baga Beach. What are you doing? Bloody idiot. And his commentary is so bad. He sucks on the mic. I mean, what are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing?
He's apparently the ace of the company, and what he's projecting is not that. And so for someone who wanted to fight in the singles competition, do all that, Hangman, who wanted to be in the tag team division, is now fighting singles. Like, why is that happening? And okay, fine, he came out 1 week, Kenny Omega, on commentary and explained that he will not team up with Hangman. It's understandable, but when you've told us that in 1 week, why are you doing the same thing the next week? And if you don't care about Hangman, then why are you coming on commentary? And why are you not focusing on your singles career when Adam Hangman Page is already doing that, when he doesn't want to do that? Like, where's the story going? It's just not going anywhere. That's where it's going. And it's just slow as hell. It's not interesting, and we've actually lost interest, and we're not even going to make any predictions about the storyline in the future. So that's where we stand. Thank you. Next.
And then we have the Young Bucks, who are turning heels in the most petulant manner because they just super kicked an announcer that everyone hates, and it was just weird. And then they super kicked a referee, and they got fined, and they threw $10,000 at Tony Khan's face, and then they broke Tony Schiavone's iPhone. Like, the heel turn is like of little children, just a petulant heel turn. Like, and why? Like, what is happening? Like, is this any way to turn heel? These are grown-ass men. Grown-ass men don't behave like this.
I mean, you do that over a week or 2 weeks, but I mean, progress the storyline. Like, you're pissed that you couldn't challenge for the tag team titles and FTR are champs before you. Understandable, but where is this going? What are you trying to tell us every week? Like, we're watching, I mean, 2020 sucked for everybody, and we're just sitting here watching a 2-hour show, and the storyline is just not going anywhere. Like, why am I watching? You know, it's disappointing to say the least, and they really need to pull up their socks.
Yeah, there's a difference between long-term storytelling and storytelling with a purpose. You have to have events happening. You can't just put it on a back burner. So, another negative gone. Yeah. Next.
Third negative is Chris Jericho and Jake Hager teaming up as tag teams. I mean, why? Your tag team division is so stacked already. We just had Hangman Page and Kenny Omega come out of the tag teams and become singles competitors again, which they are. Now you just straight up pair 2 more singles and put them in the tag team division when you already have so many tag teams. Why are you doing that? And I admire Jericho, like, he rebuilds himself and he rebuilds his character after every phase of his wrestling career, which is really admirable, and he's awesome at it. But why is he coming in the tag team division again? Like, there's no purpose. He's already had a tag team. I mean, there is a tag team in Inner Circle, which is Proud and Powerful. He had a tag team with Sammy Guevara as the Sex Gods, and now he's just teaming up with Jake Hager, and for what? They've just buried another tag team, which is Private Party, who actually have a career in the tag team division and are the future of AEW in that sense. But why? Again, just why?
Next. Then we move on to Stone Cold Steve Moxley cutting the same generic promo that he is a badass and he's going to whoop ass and he's going to beat everyone. I mean, really, I don't know what's happening. The same thing over and over again with this guy is just boring, and he was supposed to take on Lance Archer on 14th October. which is the anniversary show. But unfortunately, Lance Archer has been diagnosed with COVID. We wish him a speedy recovery. So that was the generic promos that Moxley cuts is definitely a negative on AEW television because it's gotten old.
And the last negative is just the overall bookings of AEW is just not making any sense. I mean, the Lucha brothers lost to Jurassic Express when the Jurassic Express had lost to Young Bucks previous week in the previous week. And I mean, the Lucha brothers then start fighting with each other when they're already a part of a faction with Eddie Kingston, as you know, with the indie wrestlers. Like, did that happen? That story didn't go ahead also. And yeah, just overall, they're not booking the matches, not thinking things through. And quite frankly, it's hard to watch. We just hope it gets better over time. Otherwise, we'll just be back in a couple of weeks with another rant, just like this one.
So catch us again next time where we're going to give you another epic rant because we don't see the show improving in the short term at all.
We hope it does, but we have no expectations, and neither should you. Hey, if you like that video, hit the subscribe button.
And to know everything about All Elite Wrestling, you know who to call. We're the last man standing, and we'll see you